Hi folks, this is all the fruit. And when I saw those apples in a little fruit shop in the town of Nerja in southern Spain, I thought first, oh, the Golden Delicious were really tiny last year. However, those are not Golden Delicious. This is a Golden Delicious, just for comparison. This is the Verdoncella or Verdoncella, an apple variety which can basically be translated as green maiden. Beautiful name. Its origin is in the province of Zaragoza, and it seems to be moderately popular in Spain. In Nerja, I found it in 2 fruit shops where they had one yellow, one green, one red apple. The yellow was always the Golden Delicious, plus this one is a 4th apple. I was a little bit surprised that I hadn't seen it before, and when I looked around at the Malaga market, finally I found one store that had it. But for some reason, in Nerja more shops had it, despite the fact that it's not being grown in Nerja. Tropical fruits like mangoes, avocados, and chirimoyas, and bananas, papayas, and such stuff are being grown in Nerja. So this is an apple from Zaragoza. It is quite an oldish variety, first mentioned in 1877. And it seems it's still going strong. There is still quite a lot of production. However, it's very localized, this production. It's in the valley of the Jalón in Zaragoza and in the valley of the Jiloca in Teruel, 2 provinces in Spain, which grow a lot of apples. Doesn't seem to be grown on any significant scale anywhere else, but in those 2 provinces they grow a lot, and they send it all around Spain. A website said that the tree starts bearing late, but later becomes a very strong bearing tree. However, it doesn't really bear every year, and in some years it just has too many fruits. Also, the fruits are usually being described as green with a little bit of a red blush and irregular, usually taller on one side. Yeah, makes sense. Well, the green with the red blush, we are now in May. Those things are being harvested in October, and supposedly they can be stored up to 4 months. That means March, so we are already 2 months overdue for them. However, I mean, they all look quite good, so I guess you can store them also 6 months. Yeah, it said that it's fragrant and sweet and tasty and of high quality. I mean, why would otherwise such a small apple survive to the present day, where the huge Golden Delicious rules? Let's see if it's really superior to the Golden Delicious taste-wise. Surprisingly tough, surprisingly sweet, with the kind of mulberry flavor. But this could be due to the long storage over winter. Now let's try the golden, the queen of yellow apples. Much softer, much less sweet. Yeah. With a very mild apple flavor. Yeah, this one is totally sweeter. But I wonder, I'm trying to find out. Well, it's still being so popular. I mean, Tough little apples have usually gotten out of favor in favor of big juicy apples like the golden. I like this little thing. Taste-wise, I would say it's superior to the Golden Delicious, despite the Golden Delicious being my favorite apple. Yeah, I'm boring, I know. No. I must say this is also a particularly big and bland Golden Delicious. I've had sweeter ones, but yeah, basically yeah, I guess the Spanish like some of their traditional apple varieties, and that's the only reason I can find for that. It doesn't seem to be exported a lot. It's a niche product. It's also not one of those old varieties that's now in modern times taking over the markets. It's still quite a niche product. Not bad, but yeah, tell me if you've experience with this Verdoncella. Well, that sounds Italian, Verdoncella or something. Don't know. Tell me why you think it's still grown on a large scale while so many other small apple varieties have diminished. Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos in the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich airport of Malaga in Spain. And of course, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.